Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes my diagnosis, my ability to process what's actually possible in this game is so off that it can shock me. Now, usually that's a bad thing, right? Like, usually you think, there's no way I could spend $10 and get all 3 stars in these Cav Nexus crystals, right? That's just not possible. And then you get all 3 stars. And you're like, how is this even statistically possible? But then, as in the case of this video, this one video, I am somebody who usually loses. I win or lose about 50% of my Battlegrounds matches. I'll go on a 5-match win streak and then a 6-match loss streak. And because I am too cheap, despite my unit count, to invest in victory shields, because I don't even know if I fundamentally believe in them, even though I get why they're there, especially for those players who want to go Gladiator Circuit. I feel like that's just a must. I have to win 3 matches in a row once I get out of bronze, I guess, to advance, which oftentimes means I can spend a couple weeks, especially in silver. Silver is like the death of me. But for whatever reason, maybe it's my skills and my deck and the fact that I actually have some strategy and put thought in. I am 1 fight away from getting out of silver 1. And that's because I have won the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches in a row. Lost to this guy in 3 rounds. And then after that, I won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've won 14 of my last 15 Battlegrounds fights. By far the best streak I've ever been on. And the crazy thing is, because I always just assume I'm going to win or lose in 3 rounds, hopefully. Unless I lose in 2 rounds. But I got a bunch of I've won 6. I've won 8 of the last 9 rounds. And this one, round 2, I lost by a pretty close amount, right? If I hide my camera real quick. I lost 41,838 to 39,959. Turns out when you throw Hercules against Hercules, you do pretty well. I was actually so lucky. I took all that crazy amount of health damage against Galactus with Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I thought I was just going to die, but I had 10% health remaining, to where when I did a second special 2, it actually didn't cause him to be unstoppable. I don't understand. I'm too ignorant in the game right now to understand how Galactus triggers his unstoppable and why it works and why it doesn't. Usually it triggers and then I lose. That's my processing. Yay. So, with that being said, here's the thesis of this. Because that was round 2, and then round 3 he did Rentra against Nimrod, which I thought, that didn't seem like that's going to work very well. And it didn't. And I did Human Torch against Nick Fury, which I didn't think was going to work very well, but it did. I got very lucky, pushed him to special 2s, dexed them, of course. And then the main health I lost was because of 1 unblockable special 1, which maybe you watching this are really good at dexing Nick Fury special 1. I am terrible at it. That and Korg special 1, forget about it. Not happening. But in the grand scheme of this Battlegrounds experience, in which I have beaten mostly legends. Look at all these legends. I love not being a legend and beating legends. That feels good. This one, I guess I'm not the only person who hates fighting Hulkling with the wrong counters. He did Dragon Man, and I'm like, is that going to be good? Apparently it wasn't. But check this out. I beat Sir Taint. That is his real name. So I'm just reading it on the screen. Cool name. Unique name. I brought in Benedict Spider Badge, which given I still don't really know how to use him that well, and he was not a great counter against Hulkling. Not at all. I took a ton of block damage and other damage. He seems to be kind of a glass cannon when it comes to that. But check this out. I beat this guy by 1 point. Same fight duration, exactly 117 seconds. My attacker health was about 17% higher. My defender health, though, was about 8% higher. And so defender health, I guess, actually counts for more points than attacker health, which makes sense because you don't want somebody to just hold the pause button and time out in order to not lose more health. So I never thought this would happen to me. I won by 1 point. If I thought that was going to happen, it would be for sure because I'd be on the receiving end of the 1 point loss. So you live and you learn, kids. That's the Battlegrounds recap video for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.